I expect within 5 to 10 years that Poland could be one of the major trade partners for UAE. If this momentum is continuing, we will see more. This is what we're looking for. And we'd like to welcome all Polish companies to contact us at Dubai FDI. We can help them and to expand in the region. The potential of the business opportunities, I think it's tremendous, looking at also that Poland also a strategic country for UAE to do business with for the next years to come. We see opportunities in many different sectors, but particularly in clean technologies and renewable energy. We look at also opportunities in tech industries across health technologies, food technology, as well as agriculture, trade and re-export. UAE and Dubai is one of the largest re-export centers in the world. We cover a 2.4 billion consumer market in the Middle East, Indian subcontinent, and also North and East and West Africa. This is 2.4 billion consumer, which is large. And I think Polish companies can utilize Dubai positioning to grow their markets around this area. I think also within what we have seen in the conference, there are new areas of development that are potential to grow, especially in areas like the hydrogen or green hydrogen and many different level of that. We are traders by nature. We have the largest airport in the world for international passengers, 91 million passengers. Number 3 in the world. We have the 10th largest port in the world. And the city of Dubai, for example, is visited by 17 million visitors, which is 6th globally. I think it is a potential for Polish companies to grow from here to many different nations, and this is an opportunity to be seized.
If you look at the UAE in particular, this is a country that is investing very much in innovation, in shaping up the future. When you think about the future, there are many things that are part of future. It's something that is I would say, widespread across different sectors, both public and private, and that would require a lot of technology to build. And you can think about like different kind of technology, from IoT for smart cities, for instance, or you can think about artificial intelligence. It goes anywhere from financial services to agri-tech, or you can think about cybersecurity. So, and these are technologies where we have a strong expertise among Polish companies, and I see that there is a huge opportunity here for them. There is already some cooperation between Polish companies and local institutions when it comes to developing solutions. The point is whether this can be even brought to another level, and it has still to come, I would say.
The UAE in particular is investing very heavily in clean energy and renewable energy in particular. And that covers solar, but also wind, and increasingly today hydrogen. And technologies, for example, for battery storage, e-mobility. So all those areas are really open for Polish companies. What I would point to is to say that you need to think long term, not short term. We are living a transformation of energy systems across the world. And when we talk energy systems, we're talking about investments over 10 to 15 years. So when you approach, you need to think about it on a long-term basis. And I think what is true in the UAE, but also across the GCC, is that they're very open to cooperation, to partnership, particularly with state-owned enterprises. And if you bring in the technology, you're willing to share the technology, and you're also willing to do training, then I think you'll see very open doors
there's plenty of opportunities for not just women, but for on the cybersecurity companies to come. Cybersecurity is a growing field. I like to keep things quite simplistic and basic. So as far as on what companies could provide, keeping things easy and looking more on the awareness side, but then and upskilling companies and so forth. So there are so many opportunities within cybersecurity. It's hard to pinpoint it because you have everything from your technical through to your non-technical sides. But that's why there's so much opportunity here. So whatever your interest and whatever your passion is, then follow that, and there's plenty of opportunity here.
I think the potential of the Polish-Arab bilateral relation is very strong. We have a joint history together. I think the Polish have a lot of innovation, human talent, practices that the Arab can benefit from, and I think the Arab also can bring a lot of benefits to Polish in terms of investment, but also best practices. So the future, and I think bilateral opportunities, is big between Poland and the Arab world, especially the United Arab Emirates. I think Polish today represent a model for technology advancement, for technology transfer, and that's what the Arab world wants today. And this is what UAE wants today. So I think the future bilateral relation will be definitely much stronger because we can connect our ecosystem of innovation together. We can connect our startup community together. We can connect our technology communities together, and we can connect our investment communities together. I think the future will be very bright because it will be depends on innovation and technology and development of human capital.
Two items really attracted my attention as they apply, to the Arab world in general, but also I'm from Morocco, and I think that can apply very much to our country. The first one is the 96% recycling of wastewater. If we could achieve such results in many of our countries, that can be a great start to reusing water so that we don't have to bring new water from other sources. That's one. The second one is about the drone technology that I found very impressive. I'm not technically knowledgeable, but from what I have heard, it can bring in a lot of information that can be used to address the challenges that we have in agriculture in general.
We started the cooperation with the Polish suppliers 3 years ago, and we are looking forward to increase the number of suppliers from Polish in fertilizers and seeds, and also in pharmaceutical products, especially that of animals, to be introduced and registered in our market in Saudi Arabia.
The point is that technical progress has saved mankind so far, and I hope, and I'm quite confident that technical progress can save mankind in the future, and also, if with right investment, we solve the problem of sustainability and increase the quality and variety of food for a much larger population in the future.